Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Don't forget mygreengear.com. And sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I'm tardy for the party. Remember that? Wasn't that some song that one of them reality show skanks made up back in the day? Tardy for the party. I was watching a video about something that I'm going to talk about today, and I want to make sure because the volume was kind of low on it, so I had my earbuds in. I had that turned up. I really wanted to hear what that man was saying, and we'll talk about that later. Shout out to everybody in the comment section already. Thank you guys. Good to see you all, Oscar. Just a tip. Yeah, that's how it starts. A Duke. Brian, Diesel, Heidi, Roddy, Dirk, Lala HK, Andrew, Leo Getz. Okay. Claire, DJ, John T. Oh, I see all of you. 1101 AGAOJ. I don't know what that spells, but thank you. Forever Tia, mi Tia. Hi, mi Tia. Thank you all for being up in this bitch, Nate. Let's see. The thumbnail, right? Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that shit, too. And the title. You saw it. Diesel, don't come in here making inflammatory statements like Raider Nation. Come on. Raiders. I grew up in California, man. Fuck the Raiders. Man, you want to see, did they give up on Jimmy? They get rid of him? I've been keeping up on that shit. But you want to see some horrible shit? You want to see a hostile environment? Get on the Instagram thread between me and my buddies during football season. Man, I'd be posting the most terrible shit. They do too. Everybody does. But to my Raider fans, I'd be posting pictures of Al Davis and shit. Oh, it gets bad, fellas. You know how it is. You get around your boys, it gets fucked up. But yeah, lots of shit going on today. A lot of stuff to get to. Hopefully we get to all of it. We do have some spillovers from yesterday that we didn't get to because it was just so crazy. But before we get in that ass, like a bike with no seat, this live stream is brought to you by Support the Second Coin. The media is trying their best to shut down the most recent mass shooting news story. You might have already heard about the armed hero who shot and killed a mass shooter in an Indiana mall. The media doesn't want this story going viral because it proves the solution to mass shootings is more guns. This is why I've snatched a Support the Second Coin. There's no collectible on earth more fit for Second Amendment activists and gun owners than the Support the Second Coin. It's an eye-catching collector's coin with pro-gun right engravings and quotes on both sides. The Support the Second Coin usually retails $24.95, but it's free right now as a way to promote the launch of the new supportthesecond.com's website. Every viewer of this video is eligible to get their own Support the Second Coin completely free, but only for a limited time. Get yours now before they run out by going to supportthesecond.com or by visiting the link below. All done with that one. I'll have my son come in here later and pick those up. One of the cool things about having kids, you can make them run around and do stuff for you when they get old enough. It's beautiful. Miss Pepsi Girl, thank you. I believe, I looked, I didn't see any other ones. I don't know what YouTube did with them, if they exist, but I believe you are the Super Chat Cherry Popper of the day. Thank you. Says, get the show going. Hey, this isn't the mall. Gagak. Oh, those two sacks of shit. Big old sacks, too. What are they saying? Full Metal Jacket? I didn't know they stack shit that high. Better believe they do. Black Lake, what's up? How you doing? Thank you very much. For how many minutes you're late? 4 count, 4 count push-ups. Let's go. Hey, I remember those. Everything was 3 count. 1, 2, 3, 1. Everything. I miss the days of single counts. Remember one time somebody did something, some minor infraction in boot camp. We had to do 300 3-count push-ups. That was a lot. That was a lot. But it wasn't the last time. No, they let us have it. I would love to run into my RDCs from boot camp. And like in a good way. I'd love to see them and talk to them and, see the human side of them because you don't get to see that. We saw a little bit. Like the day before graduation, that's when they took off that tough outer shell and like answered some questions. Oh, what's it going to be like when I go to the fleet or go to school? All the same questions that everybody has, a day before they graduate from boot camp, no matter the branch. So they were cool with us. They were telling us some stories and shit. But before that, let me tell you, before that moment, there was not one crack in the facade in the RDC or DI, whatever branch you're in. That's the Navy's version, RDC, Recruit Division Commander. But there was not one moment, not 1 second of kindness or, oh, they are human. None of it until that moment. They were on us 24/7, 365. They were up your ass. You can't do anything right. It's almost like the worst thing you could do is do everything right. Because that's only going to bring more attention on you. If you're really good or really bad, you're going to get a lot more extra attention. Bryant Lawson, thank you. It was Jericho in the ballroom with the lead pipe. Get it? Not only a cult movie, but great board game. Yes. That's another thing. Speaking of great movies, I'm starting a thing. I started it yesterday on my Instagram. It's called #NotToday. And what it is movie clips, TV show clips from back in the day before we were swimming in this chunky soup of leftist woke SJW bullshit, where everybody but white people are victims and should be wrapped in bubble paper. Back when we knew that it was a joke, it's just to make you laugh. It's not personal. So we're taking movie clips. Yesterday, the first clip we used was a scene from Adventures in Babysitting, where if you ever seen that movie, the little girl is the little sister. She's a huge Thor fan. And her older brother, as older siblings do, he's an asshole. And he picks on her and he says, Thor's a homo. But now you couldn't have that. Matter of fact, doesn't the new Thor movie have like a gay moment in it or some shit? It's the total opposite. But we put clips like that on there because it shows us, it reminds us of how things used to be and how things need to be. You need to be able to laugh. Everybody should be a target. We should be able to laugh at ourselves. Everybody got it. Back in the day, they talked shit about everybody. So I put clips up there like that. And the clip that I put up there today is a clip of Eddie Murphy from his stand-up special, Delirious, 1983. Where he's talking about gay people. He's talking about gay people looking at his ass while he's walking back and forth on stage because he's wearing a tight red leather suit. And it was funny. And probably the people laughing the hardest were the gay people in the audience because it was filmed in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., 1983. You think there were some gay people there? You think they might have been going to the Eddie Murphy comedy show because he was the biggest fucking star on the planet? There were no articles written the next day that somebody was offended. You didn't see anybody get up and walk out because we were all there to have a good time and laugh because it's just jokes. It's just entertainment. So keep a lookout for that. We got some bangers coming. I think the next one is either going to be from Living Color or Blazing Saddles. It's going to be good. At JG Talk on Instagram. Christian, your hoser, says shout out to Jericho in the chat. Great people and always fun to be a part of your streams. Thank you, man. We do got a good stream here. We do got a good stream. Oh, Rude Dog 805. I don't even want to hear it. Hear about no damn Rams. Assholes. Donkey King, Indiana mall shooter, was groomed by feds. Pretty much every shooting glows. There's always something. I was talking to my man Gian, the official Gian, at the official Gian on Instagram. I was on his IG live yesterday. And we were talking about how things 10 years ago, you're like, man, get out of here. That's like some Alex Jones shit. Man, stop. Shit's happening. And since it's that way, now we have to look at things through a conspiratorial lens. Because things that we thought were crazy and impossible 10 years ago are happening now. So is there such thing as a conspiracy theory anymore? I don't know. Heidi Booth. Thank you. JG in the house. Yes, I am. Okay. In Biden's voice at the pool, his infamous pool scene say, "Hey, Brady, good job jumping in the pool. Hey, where's Corn Pop? I'll meet him in the parking lot later." That fool couldn't find a parking lot right now. Thank you very much, Heidi Booth. And hope your grandson's all right. I'm sure he's back at 100% as they do. Tony Gareth. Hey, Tony. Keep it up, JG. Good luck with everything. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you, too. Thank you for the Hamilton. Preach. Kids still say that. Preach. So many things to get to today, guys. Oh, we're about to get to them. Of course, Good Gun. A lot of people hit me up for this one. I saw it on all over the internet. Shout out to everybody. Tim, George, Brian, all the people who sent it to me. But elderly store owner in California, believe it or not, because California has a horrible reputation and deservedly so. It's been earned. But when you get away from the water, probably much like the East Coast too, when you get away from the water, people get more sane. I don't know what the coastline does to people's brains, but the further you go inland, where things are grown and people got to work, and they get away from the blue-haired, dirt fuckers of the coastline, the elites, the big cities, it gets pretty conservative. And apparently this is an area like that in California. This is a conservative pocket in California. These young punks saw an old man, easy target, right? But it wasn't easy. And it didn't turn out the way they wanted, and it was fucking hilarious. That's going to be Good Gun today. We are going to get to the Arizona border and what's going on them filling in these sections. There's 4 sections that need to be filled in. But what did the old dude who eats butterscotch pudding and shits his pants on a regular basis, what's his name? Anyway, the old dude, he told us that if he got to the White House, that he wasn't going to build another foot. He said, "We're not going to build another foot." Not another foot. That's what he said. The old, what I'm talking about, the old dude. Him. But then, come to find out, they're going to be building the wall. But just wait until you hear why. When you hear the reason why, will it make that drop of anger blood come out? It'll get close. It'll get like right here. Might give you a drop of anger blood when you hear why they're doing it. Because the why, that's important. And as you saw the thumbnail, old racist ass Chuck E. Cheese. I knew Chuck E. Cheese was a Nazi. I knew it. But he joined the Klan because another incident where allegedly a costumed individual denied a black child joy. They Heisman trophied another little black kid, another little innocent black face. I don't know what happens when people put on costumes. When they put the costumes on, maybe when they put the head on, that's when they just they're happy like this. Yeah, black kids. So I don't know. But another person in a costume snubbed. Let's say snuffed. Damn, that's extreme. Snubbed another black kid. Damn it. So therefore, everything is racist all the time. If you don't give attention to every colored face you come across, that's the same as racism. That's pretty soon they'll be saying that's violence. So now what? You got to acknowledge every black person you see now? Let me tell you, as a black person, that's going to get fucking annoying. Hey, what's up? Yeah, hi. Yeah, hey, yeah, hi, hello. Yeah, hi, fuck. How do you want it to be out here? Every time we go out in public, we got to get a damn back rub from some white person? What the fuck? Because apparently you can't accidentally or intentionally, I guess, ignore black kids. Or it's a thing. It's a viral video. Funny how the viral video only catches the part they want you to catch. It don't catch you the beginning of that person's shift before that. It didn't catch the 9 miles of parade before the Sesame Street bullshit. It only catches the part they want you to catch. And again, show me who's inside of these costumes. If it's not a mullet-headed, toothless sister fucker, I don't want to hear about it anymore. Talk about that, though. And then the video I was watching is the complete 180, the opposite of this costume, you're ignoring my black kids bullshit. The other story I'm going to talk about is how these issues, if there is an issue, should be handled perfectly. This black man handled it perfectly. Single black mom loses her mind, acts like a jackass. Black father handles it perfectly. And the leftist monster eats a couple of its own. I love that. I love when that happens. I love when you get bit by this rabid dog you've released on us. You've unleashed on the public. I love when it comes back and bites your ass too. Two of them. Two of the biggest jackasses in the world got bit by the leftist monster because it's too big, it's too convoluted, it's too complicated. All these groups and feelings and all this horse shit. It's too complicated to keep up with. And when it gets too complicated, even the ones who helped create it don't even know what the fuck's going on. Love it. We're going to talk about that. And Al-Qaeda leader gets fucked up. Hey, go find General Salami and hang out with his ass. Maybe you guys can pull a prank on bin Laden. Oh, drag show, right? Another drag show. Jericho, who cares about drag shows? But it's where they have the drag show and who was in attendance. You're going to love it. That'll for sure give you a drop of anger blood. And, see, I covered that. All right, good. We're ready to get started, kids. So let's talk about good gun. Well, before we do that, Rance and Shan, thank you. Democrat strategist. You won't dare bring a gun into a gun allowed zone, would you? Criminal. Yeah, I would, Democrat strategist, because I'm a fucking criminal and that's what I do. Golly, man. It's criminal. It's in the title. Criminal, crime. They love it. They can't get enough. They can't get enough of this shit. It's how they live their life. It's how they make their money. You think the dum-dums who are running in this liquor store were going in there to turn in some aluminum cans to recycle them? No, they were in there trying to get money. That's what they do. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Why do we know this? So stupid. But thank you, Rance and Shan. Appreciate that. And I will get to these other super chats just a second, because we really got to talk about this good gun. It's a good one. This today, it's great gun. How about that? Today, it's great gun. So, let's see. Right here. It says California liquor store owner shoots would-be robber. Oh, man, let's see what happened. It says an elderly convenience store owner in California is being hailed as a hero after he shot a would-be robber who ran out of the store screaming that his arm was shot off. And that is the hilarious part. Shocking surveillance footage from Norco Market and Liquor in Norco showed a masked assailant entering the business at about 2:47 a.m. Sunday with an AR-15 style rifle pointed at the 80-year-old store owner. Oh, man. The suspect yelled, "Freeze, hands in the air." But within seconds, quick-thinking store owner Craig Cope, he could cope, pulled out a shotgun from under the counter, and immediately shot once at the robber, hitting him in the arm. See, this man is old. He probably don't got his eagle eye like he used to. You know what I mean? So he probably not as dead eye as he was. So he had to get something to compensate for that. He had to get something with a wider pattern, which allowed for a little more margin of error. And unfortunately, this dumbass came in there. Cope's 79-year-old wife. Oh, he got him a young wife. He's 80, she's 79. You robbing the cradle, Mr. Cope. Nancy told the Post her husband had a heart attack following the shooting, but is expected to fully recover. See what you fuckers did? Give this poor old man a heart attack. He's asleep right now, she said during a brief telephone interview early Tuesday, adding that he was discharged from a hospital late Monday. Good. He's going to be fine, Nancy Cope said. He just has to rest for a while. Will you go ahead and rest, Mr. Cope? You earned it. Video footage from the store showed another man getting out of a black BMW SUV, but he stopped and got back into the vehicle once he saw the first suspect run out of the store, repeatedly screaming, "He shot my arm off!" What the fuck do you think he was going to do, you little son of a bitch? Authorities tracked down the four suspects at a Southern California hospital, where one had a gunshot wound consistent with a shotgun blast, according to the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. You guys sure make it easy. Investigators also recovered stolen firearms in the BMW SUV, which had been previously reported There's that S word. There's that S word again, stolen. Let me read that sentence one more time. Investigators also recovered stolen firearms in the BMW SUV, which had been previously reported stolen, authorities said. So all these strict gun rules, in these unfree states, these non-free states, all these rules and waiting periods and cool down periods and all this shit. Can't have this on it, got to put that on it, got to register this. All these hoops you're making us jump through. But investigators also recovered stolen firearms. So is this how criminals acquire their shit? They steal them? Because if you're a criminal, you probably got a criminal record and you can't go in and buy a gun. So you're going to steal one. Huh. 3 suspects being held on $500,000 bond were identified as Justin Johnson, 22, of Inglewood. Inglewood always up to no good. Jamar Williams, 27, of Los Angeles, and Devon Brodus, 24, of Las Vegas. The primary suspect, the one who got his arm shot off. A 23-year-old man remained in critical but stable condition at the hospital. His identity is being withheld pending his release and transferred to jail. In this case, a lawfully armed member of our community prevented a violent crime and ensured their own safety while being confronted with multiple armed suspects, the Riverside County Sheriff's Office said in a press release. This investigation is active and ongoing, and no additional information will currently be released. Employees at Norco Market and Liquor said the owner was watching the store cameras as the SUV pulled into the parking lot. Once he saw the first assailant get out of the SUV and pull a mask over his face, the owner immediately went for his rifle. He just prepared himself and stood right here, aimed and shot, store manager Marnia Tapia told Fox 11. Employees said Cope was not at the store on Monday. He had a heart attack, had to take it easy. Nancy Cope, his wife, she's going to nurse him back to health, get him some chicken soup and shit, and whatever she got to make him feel good. You know what I mean? Put it on him, Nancy. That'll make him feel better. That's a scientific fact. And that, people, is good gun. No, that's great gun. Easy mark. Them little fuckers came in that liquor store all the time. They knew the layout. They knew the old man would be there, and he was an easy mark. That's what they thought. But they forgot about the surveillance cameras, you idiot. He saw you, and he was ready. You're lucky that's all you got. You're lucky you just got your arm fucked up. Any higher, he would have took your face off. And see how brave these little punks are? They didn't even come. That's your homeboy. You didn't come to his rescue. You didn't come to his aid. You all should have jumped out of that stolen SUV and put rounds into that store to defend your buddy. Instead, they ran in. One fucker couldn't get in the front door, so he opened the back and hopped in. They couldn't get away fast enough. Fucking cowards. Cowards. It's too bad all he got was your fucking arm. He must have had some buckshot in there. He was taking it easy on you little bastards. That was a slug to hit your arm. You wouldn't have an arm. You'd have to get one of them cool hooks. You'd be looking at a prosthetics catalog right now, looking for a new arm. You lucky you have buckshots in that shit, little bastards. Gonna run up in there and steal from that man, take his livelihood, probably take his life. You think they wouldn't have shot and killed that man? No problem. They already burglarized somebody's fucking house on the way over there, stole their car and their guns. Where do people usually keep guns? In the house. You little fuckers. Hope you all go down for it. Forever. And you're in your 20s? You're a grown-ass man. Throw those people away. What do you think they're going to do with their life when you let them out? They're going to be like, you know what? I feel rehabilitated. I'm going to change my ways. Bullshit. They're going to learn how to be better little fuckers, little criminals while they're in there. Probably join a gang, come out affiliated if they're not already. No, throw them away. We're done. We wash our hands of you. You're no longer allowed to play in public. Good for you, old man. Good for you, Mr. Cope. Christian, you hoser. Thanks again. He says, Blazing Saddles. Hey, where are the white women at? R.I.P. Cleavon Little and R.I.P. Gene Wilder. The two main characters. Shit, everybody's probably dead in that movie. That was, 1974? Thank you, T. Why don't you post clips from your live stream? Oh, like little teaser things on YouTube? To be honest, can I be honest here? Is this a safe space for honesty? I don't know how. I've never learned. There you go. Sorry if you had a more elaborate answer in mind, but that's pretty much it. I don't know how. Marianne S. Thank you. Hey, JG. Hey, Marianne. What are they going to fill in the Arizona border gaps with? Fix-a-dent? Who's paying for it? Can't wait to see the finished product. Me neither. And no, they can't do it with Fix-a-dent. Marianne, I see what you were doing there, and that was very pleb of you. All right? You see this old man, you see he's struggling, and you took a shot at him. Okay? That is pleb behavior, and it's not welcome here, Marianne S. No, they're not gonna fill it with Fix-a-dent. That would take too much Fix-a-dent, and he needs it. He needs it. Nancy needs it. So no, they can't use Fix-a-dent for that. Who's paying for it? Who do you think, Marianne? Go get a mirror and look in it, and that's who's paying for it. Yeah, I can't wait to see it either. It's probably going to be all fucked up. Like, you'll be able to tell, oh, those 4 parts, those must have been the Biden administration, because those look like shit. He can't do nothing right. Old bastard. Heidi Booth. Thank you. Got a challenge for you, JG. Try to hold your eyes open for 30 minutes like Biden did the other day and talk. I can't do it that long. I think that was seriously 5 to 6 minutes of, like, don't your eyes get dry? I guess if they're real eyes, they do. But yeah, it was like 5, 6 minutes. I fool was sitting there, didn't blink for shit. Is there just one? Is there just one Biden? Again, guys, shit that people would be called tinfoil hat wearers for, and no, there's no way they do it. Body doubles and all that shit, man. Everything's on the fucking table. Everything nowadays. Crystal Williams, thanks for the twomp, young lady. I hope you're all healed up, back to 100%, ready to face the world. Good gun. I love it. It's beautiful. I wish all media outlets and all these news channels would talk about that same thing every day. That's what people need to hear. They need to know that, yeah, we're still allowed to protect ourselves. We still need to protect ourselves. I'm tired of hearing about them gunning down innocent citizens and children and shit. Let's hear about them getting gunned down. Let's hear about these sorry-ass criminals terrorizing people. Let's hear about them getting gunned down. Fuck that. Let these fuckers out. Can't get let out if you got a toe tag, bruh. Black Lake, thank you again. The limb disintegrator. What she said was, arms and legs are turned to dust. They just disintegrate. You guys seen a space movie? You ever watch Star Trek or something? Oh, vaporizer ray? Pew, pew, pew. And they just fucking cease to exist. Same thing. People out here with laser guns. She said that the reason you don't see the footage from mass shootings is because most of the bodies don't exist anymore. Like a fucking AR-15 is boom, and you just disappear, like the atoms disappear. What the fuck has she been watching? Somebody help her. Help her now. Alberto Rodriguez. Thanks, man. Uncle Jericho, love your videos, man. Thank you very much, Alberto. Ah, the salty New Yorican with the Twompski. Thank you very much, young lady. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Now, where's that ass we got to get in? Like a bike with no seat, huh? MyGreenGear.com, people. Check it out. All kinds of cool shit on there. Oh, Lord German husbando. I guess you there was some super chats that you sent yesterday, and stupid YouTube bumped them and I didn't see them. But let's see. Yes, the $600 that I paid for registration is only for registration, and no, you do not want to see my property tax. Oh, and shout out to you, British grandpa. R.I.P. No longer with us, but I'm sure he's looking down with a big old smile, with a big old British smile. That was fun yesterday. Doing those fucking British accents. There's so many of them. But I learned that the people that talk like this are, hello, governor, like the guys from Peaky Blinders. Those are Cockney. That's a Cockney accent. And then the people who are like, oh, hello, old boy. Oh, that kind of British accent is London. He said it's from London and in the South. Learning shit all the time. Hello, governor. Oh, I don't think it's right to be over there. What accent is that? Because it's like, hello, governor, don't be a bloody wanker. And then you got the guys who are like, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Is that the same thing? Is that Cockney too? Is that just a different kind of Cockney? don't know. I'm trying to learn. I don't even know when I'm on a duty. Whoa, Carolyn 714. You paid almost $800 for tags in Washington. Hey, left coast. Okay, Kai Johnson, think it's the same thing. Don't matter if you talk like this or like that. You're still a bloke. Cool. Ransom Shan, the elder took from good, bad, and the ugly. When you need to shoot, shoot. Don't talk. Yeah, that man didn't say shit. He didn't say welcome in. Please don't. Boom, boom. He shot my arm off. You damn right he did, stupid. You stupid ass. I don't know nothing. All right, I'll stop, British people. I'll stop. My bad. Damn. $800. Ain't that a kick in the nuts? Anywho, so the AZ border wall, Arizona. There's 4 sections. I believe it's near Yuma. And there's 4 sections. There's 4 gaps in the wall that need to be filled. So it says, White House defends construction on border wall. It says the White House is defending a Homeland Security decision to close 4 gaps in the border wall in an open area of southern Arizona near Yuma, one of the busiest sectors for illegal crossings. The Biden administration authorized the completion of the Trump-funded U.S.-Mexico border wall on Thursday. So if they know that this is one of the, quote, busiest sectors for illegal crossings, then why wouldn't they seal that? Why wouldn't they seal that busy illegal crossing area? Just a question. There, and this is a quote from the fucking old dude, the kids, that dude, the steps. I'll remember his name, but he said, "There will be not another foot of wall constructed on my administration. Not another foot." That was Biden's pervertus back in August of 2020, and I think he meant there will not be another foot of wall constructed under my administration, not on my administration. Do they build walls on top of people now? Don't try to keep up with that old fucker. The president had pledged during his campaign to cease all future wall construction, but the administration later agreed to some barriers, citing safety. The Department of Homeland Security said Thursday the work to close 4 wide gaps in the wall near Yuma will better protect migrants. Hold up. I'll read that one more time because that didn't say what I think it just fucking said. See, yep, glasses are on. Here we go. The Department of Homeland Security said Thursday the work to close 4 wide gaps in the wall near Yuma will better protect migrants who can slip down a slope or drown walking through a low section of the Colorado River. Guys, they're not building that wall for you. They're building a wall to better protect migrants who can slip down a slope or drown walking through a low section of the Colorado River. When asked by a reporter why the Biden administration was building the border wall in Arizona, White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, oh, that's her name, I thought it was Wyclef Jean, claimed the administration was, quote, cleaning up the mess the prior administration left behind. Oh, so it's Trump's fault that you stopped the building of his wall. So it's Trump's fault that those gaps were there because you brought your old dusty ass in office and on the first day you stopped it. You see the shit we're dealing with? Do you see the insanity? Do you see the immaturity, the childlike minds that we have to deal with? She's the same one who said, someone asked her, was it Ducey? Oh, Ducey dropping another Ducey on this piece of deuce. She's the same one who said, he asked her, well, what's the difference between flying the illegals around the country and the dead under the cloak of night to sneak them around, and the governors of Texas and Arizona busing them to Washington, D.C.? And her answer was, oh, well, it's different because we're not doing it for political gain. Well, fuck face, you're still doing it. It doesn't matter what bullshit reason you try to tell yourself, or even worse, tell us. But, oh, we're doing it for a different reason, so it's cool. It's not cool, you ding dong. Where is Kamala Harris? Isn't she the border lady? Isn't she the border czar? I hate that word. This ain't fucking USSR. So it's Trump's fault that you stopped his project. Okay. The immigration attorney, Sam Nasseri, joined Nestar's News Nation to analyze the Biden administration's decision to defend the wall's construction. Now, we don't want to see nobody. It says here, a 5-year-old girl recently drowned while crossing the Colorado River in Yuma near this section where the wall is scheduled to be reinforced, and the authorities have reported 235,230 migrant encounters in the Yuma sector since October of 2021. That's just that one sector. And it's very, very unfortunate and very sad that that 5-year-old girl lost her life in the Colorado River. But what kind of shit mom is going to put her in that position? Was she even with her mom? Or was she with some male coyote who probably molested her since he picked her up? Who's putting these children in these positions? Don't tell me about these crying children being ripped from their mother's arms at the border and all that other sad shit. Why are they putting their children in those positions? Who is going to send their child on their own to come up here that far? I don't send my child to the store by herself. I'm not going to send her to another country on foot with some dude. Why was your 5-year-old in a position to drown in the fucking Colorado River? You're a piece of shit, lady, not us. You put your daughter in that position, whether you were with her or some coyote you sent her with. Fingers crossed you don't do nothing to her. Even though 80% of women who come across the border illegally have been sexually assaulted. So why did you put your daughter there to drown in our river? That's not our fault. It's yours. You fucking ain't right. These sections should be filled. Should have been filled a long time ago. Unless the terrain is rough enough to where no person can cross it, there needs to be a 100-foot wall there. And I want it covered in bacon grease so you can't climb up it. Yes, I want a strong border. Yes, I want to protect my country. It's mine. Well, actually, Jericho, if you want to learn the history, America stole it from Mexico. That's why everything along the Mexico border has a Mexican name. Well, guess what? I don't give a shit. Because that's how things happened back then. If you lost the war, to the victor go the spoils. We took your shit. I don't give a fuck. It's ours now. Has been for a long time. This is mine. Mine. What did the seagulls say in the Finding Nemo? Mine, 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 mine. It's mine. You want to come through here just like you would my house? Come through the front door. If I catch you climbing through my back window, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I got to protect my border and its contents. Why was this wall not built? Why are these sections still open? And they're not doing it for you. They're not doing it to keep you safe. They're not doing it for the sovereignty of your country that you pay too much fucking money for, that we're being misrepresented by this dumbass, by this senile old coot. They're not doing it for you. They're not doing it to protect your kids from being hurt or killed by one of these fuckers. Because until 2013, the age of consent in Mexico was 12. Okay? They're not doing it to protect your 5-year-old daughter. They're doing it to protect theirs. They don't care about you. You are a TIN, T-I-N, tax identification number. That's all you are. Obviously, because they said in this article that the reason they're sealing that part of the border is to protect the immigrants, the illegals. They don't want them slipping and falling. They don't care what they do once they come over here and take over your town or wreak havoc on your town. You know that movie Christmas Story? You'll shoot your eye out. Remember that? Everybody watches that movie every damn year. It's on 24/7 on TNT. You know the director of that movie? Him and his son were killed in a head-on collision by a drunk, illegal alien. And plenty of stories like Kate Steinle, a lot of stories like that. That 9-year-old girl in Ohio whose mother should be put in the hashtag wood chipper. The human-sized wood chipper. That 9-year-old girl who was raped and impregnated in Ohio, that was by a 27-year-old illegal. And the girl's illegal mama was trying to protect him. That's why she took her across state lines. So we let in at least 2 rotten motherfuckers right there. A man who would rape a 9-year-old child and her own mother who would try to cover it up. Who's worse? Her or the rapist? I'm going to say her. Because you fed her to him. You fed your lamb to the fucking wolves. That's who we're letting in here. I don't want to hear that trying to get a better life shit. What the fuck you think I'm trying to do? What do you think I'm trying to do in America? I'm trying to have a better life for my kids too. My parents gave me a great life. I'm trying to give an even better one to my kids. So I don't want to hear that shit. You're not better than me. They say that shit all the time. Oh, they're so hardworking. They do the jobs Americans won't do. Fuck you. No, they don't. And no, they're not. We love our kids just as much as they do. We want the best for them just as much as they do. But don't tell me they just want a better life. Well, then what was that lady here for? She was here to protect her rapist boyfriend who impregnated and raped her own child. Now, if she would have went in there and grabbed a pistol and took him out of the gene pool, I would say give that woman some citizenship because those are the kind of people we need here. But she did it. She took her 9-year-old across state lines to get an abortion. They just want a better life. Jericho. Fuck that shit. Why would you not want to fill in those gaps on the border? Why would you not want to keep your citizens safe? I read it right there. They want to do it for the illegals' safety, not for the safety of American citizens. That is not their top priority. It's probably not a priority, let alone top priority. They don't even make the list. We ain't even on the charts. Disgusting. Carolyn, 714, thank you.
Building a wall, it's a vibe. Ooh, get your materials together, grab your tools, let's build it. Ooh, build it high to the moon, because it's just a vibe.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice if our sovereignty and safety was a vibe? That'd be cool. Wouldn't that be nice if, we were the most important thing? We were what they cared about? I know, I'm just being silly. I'm just thinking crazy shit. That's right, Oscar. They're both guilty. Come on, his and hers wood chipper. Throw her in the pink side, throw him in the blue side. I don't care. That woman's a monster. You don't do that to your kids. Absolutely disgusting. She's worse than him. She's worse than the man who carried out the rape. Yes, she's worse. Black Lake, thank you. Remember when the left thought Trump meant actual coyotes were bringing. That's right. They thought actual coyotes, like they fucking train. Come here. Took a little snack, little nugget out of their belt, like the animal handlers, the animal wranglers got. You have a little treat. Come here, boy. Here. Let me strap this child to your back. Go on, boy. Go on. Run to America. Go. Fuck it. They sure did. Actual coyotes. That lets you know the level of dumb we're dealing with. Oh, fuck. Coyote. Yes, they train an army of coyotes to bring children up here. You got it. Wow. Rance and Shan. Another relevant OT law that I miss. Anyone who is silent or complicit in a crime they witness someone do is subject to equal or worse punishment. Thank you. Exactly. Especially if you're her mother. You grew and birthed that child and you hand her over to the rapist and then you try to protect him? You know what? We're sending him home. You're going to stay here and be punished. You are a demon. That poor girl she was supposed to be able to run to you after what happened to her. And instead you protect him. Bitch, you're disgusting. Rance and Shan, thanks. Appreciate that. Preach. Jimmy Dean. What up, Jimmy? Just call out the culprits. In New York. That's right. That's beyond me, man. That shit's sick. But I'm glad I'm glad that he lied. Glad that Biden lied about not building another foot because we need a lot more than that. Seal it off. Seal it. I don't want wildlife to be able to go back and forth. We're cutting Mexico off completely. Whatever animals you got on that side when we're done, that's where they stay. I want it high. Birds, all that shit. All you Mexican birds, you stay over there too. Nothing comes across that border. You're dead, Mexico. You're dead. Shame. Donkey King, thanks for the Hamilton. My city has the highest percentage of Burmese people in the entire U.S. It's funny that when we called the police for a literal child bride market, literally for blocks, the news didn't say a word. That's the problem. Or that's one of the problems. That comes when you allow people to come over here and not work for their citizenship. And you just let them in. If they don't work for it, they don't appreciate it. Another part of coming over here is assimilation. You have to leave your culture that you come from at the border. You can't bring that over here. We don't do shit like that here. We don't marry children. We don't allow 8 to 12-year-olds to make decisions because they're children. That child bride shit, that's some sick, fucked up shit you do over your country. We don't do that here in America. And if you're not going to assimilate and adopt our culture and our rules, then don't come here. Because American culture is the best. All right? Western culture is the best. We don't marry children. We don't abuse animals. We have the best culture in the world. Is that understood? It's not the same. It's better. It's the best. That's why they come here. That shit is disgusting. Who the fuck wouldn't report on that? Child bride? Ew. What the fuck? That's gross. We don't child bride. That's some other shit. We don't do that here. Assimilate or don't come. Fucking disgusting. Miss S66, thank you for that super duper sticker from the UK. 954 Metal 642, thank you very much. Jericho Green, heavy duty country collab needed. Hey, let's do it. You guys set it up. I'm there. You let me know the time and the place. So mygreengear.com. Don't forget about that, guys. Most important thing. So everything is racist all the time. Now, so you know how a couple of weeks ago, has it been a couple of weeks? Where, oh, why does she keep getting water on my nose? There was a parade in Philadelphia. Allegedly, the characters in them big ass costumes in a parade, which means you got to keep moving, snubbed some black kids. Said what's up to the white kids. Hey, white kids, yo, high 10, white kids, picture, white kid, right? But the black kids, ew, no, dark, gross, kids of color, get the fuck away from me. They just ignored them. That's what they said. So then they bring a $25 million class action lawsuit against this fucking Disney or Sesame Land shit. So now there's some woman who says allegedly Chuck E. Cheese, the person in the rat costume, snubbed her kid. Number one, why'd you take your kid to Chuck E. Cheese? That's fucked up. It's not what it used to be. Chuck E. Cheese is shit food. But she did. And in the video, you don't see any of that. You just see the guy kind of standing there and the kid standing by him. You don't see anything. The video shows absolutely nothing. But they're being accused of racism. Even though I saw a picture, let me see if I got that shit, where, yeah, here it is. It's a picture. That's the kid right there, who he apparently was racist against and didn't want to say what's up to her. And the caption down there says, "One picture is worth 1,000 words. After the managers defended his case on not being able to see her and apologizing, he even apologized, but that's not good enough. They still insisted on Safa, S-A-F-A, that's the girl's name, taking a picture with him. I wasn't for it, but Safa was still innocently following him around, of course, unaware of what just happened. Unaware of what just happened. So your kid doesn't even know what's going on, and you're saying that it's racism. You're crying racism. How do you think it's making it for black kids out here now? You think you're painting them out to be a joy to deal with? Or their crazy ass, ghetto ass mama? Why would you even post that? Why wouldn't you keep that in-house and just talk to the staff at the restaurant? Why do you got to go viral and get a bunch of attention on you to hopefully lure Ben Crump? It's all about attention. It's not about the kids. It's about attention. If you really felt your kid was done wrong, you would handle it with the staff at Chuck E. Cheese. Not make sure you get it on your fucking crystal encrusted iPhone. Oh, let me make sure I get this. Let me make sure I get it. I got to get the footage. I got to make it go viral. You don't care about that girl or her experience. You want some fame. You want some limelight. But let me tell you how this shit is supposed to be handled. So a few days ago, there was a man and his family in a store called Dillard's. I've never seen one of those in California. Is that just like a South thing? I don't know. But he was in Dillard's with his family. It's a department store. And the little boy heard the man, whose name is Homer, older white guy. He heard the older white guy say fucking niggers when him and his family walked by. So he told his dad. Now, how do you think this is going to play out? Judging by the shit they always show us. Of course, it's going to be loud, it's going to be violent, it's going to be a fight, right? That black man is going to act a fool and beat the shit out of that old white man. And the black guy, he probably looked to be in his 30s, maybe early 40s at the most. So he was just going to haul off and just stomp this old white man into dust, right? Wrong. This black father, he took that man aside and he talked to him. He was telling him that you don't know the straw that could break the camel's back. You don't know what people are going through. He said, I lost my mother, my mother-in-law, and my sister all last year. So you don't know what people are dealing with. He said, there's not a security guard or a cop in here who could stop me from getting on you if I wanted to. But I'm not about that. I was raised with common sense and decency and self-respect. He said, I'm not going to handle it that way. He said, but you don't know the damage you've done to my son. He said, now I have to go home and talk to my son about this situation. He said, you shouldn't talk to anybody like that. He said, I would never talk to you, a white person, or any other human. He said, it's not a race thing. It's about respect. And you disrespected me in front of my family. And that's wrong. He said, I want you to know you're dead wrong. He said, I want you to also know I went and talked to your supervisor. And everybody needs to know what kind of people that they hire here. He said, and he held up a bag. He said, I bought clothes from here. I just bought clothes from here with your racist ass here in the store. He said, that's wrong, man. You're dead wrong. He said, but I'm going to pray for you and I hope the best for you. And he walked away. Now, what do you think is going to have more impact on that man? Whooping his ass to where he can heal himself and lick his wounds and be like, see, I told you, look how they act. You tell them the wrong word and they just fly off the handle and act like a bunch of savages. Or sitting there and talking to that man and letting him know the hurt that he caused. And I'm sure had that man said that and he was by himself, he probably would have handled it the same way, but it would have been different because it wasn't in front of his family and his son. That's what really got to him, is you said that in front of my son. And what do you think has more of an impact on his son? Seeing him handle that calmly, calm, collected, articulate, or if he would have flew off the handle and whooped that old man's ass? What do you think would have a better effect on his son? Showing him to check his emotions and deal with things differently, or showing his son how to go to jail? Showing his son how to pick up a charge and fuck his life up because of his record. It's the way he handled it. That has more impact on his son. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and he's black as well. And I only say that because it has something to do with the story. But he was with his family, and they were driving back from somewhere, and he got pulled over. Uh-oh. Black man, cop, it's a wrap. Got a whole car full of black people. You know, that evil cop's dick was hard. I got a whole carload of them. Hell yeah. But all that happened was, hey, man, you know why I pulled you over? Yeah, I was speeding, but the guy was tailgating me. I get it. Hey, next time, just pull over. Let him go, man. It's not worth it. He's like, hey, I'm just going to write your ticket for your tent. Get that taken care of. Have a good night. And you know what his son said? You know what his son asked him? Are you a police officer? Yes, I am. Are you going to take us to jail? He's like, no, I'm not. That was it. The kid said, bye, officer so-and-so. See you, kid. That was it. But what had more of an impact? What would have had more of an impact on his sons, his two black sons? Seeing his dad get mouthy with the cop and probably have something real bad happen? Or handling it like a fucking grown man, a grown adult, admitting his wrongs, taking his punishment, and moving on with his life? That has a more of an impact on his kids in both situations. And the best part about it is handling the situation the right way. I'm not saying there's no reason to fly off the handle, because life will present you with those. But in these situations, this was the best way to handle it by far. And what it's going to do, the best part about it is, when his sons come across these woke jackasses, and they will, racism and cops and unarmed black men, all that shit, they are going to have actual experiences in their life, not these words from these charlatans. They're going to have experiences in their life that go against that fly in the face of that bullshit. You're telling me this, but I lived this. And I would have played it, but the sound on the video was really low. That's what I was listening to in my earbuds before, so I was a couple minutes late. Because I wanted to hear everything that man had to say. And that old man, he sat there and took it. He knew he fucked up. But I bet you didn't expect him to handle it like that. He expected him to get all ratchet and shit. Act a fool. Act like a dummy. Over emotional. Can't check his behavior and his emotions. Because it's just a word. He did a great service to his son by doing that. A great service. Because now his son's going to be like, okay, in a situation like that, my dad was still able to collect himself and act calmly and professionally. Even though there wasn't an ounce of professionalism in Homer, my dad was still able to muster some and handle the situation perfectly. He went and told his superiors. He handled it right. And then he went and talked to him. That is going to do great things for his son in the future. Chica Ninja, thank you for the Hamilton. Oh, yes. That is an awesome story. That man is the hero, and he taught that man a lesson. No doubt his son is incredibly proud of his father. Society needs this lesson. Exactly. He taught his son an invaluable lesson. How to control. He had the power. He would have knocked that old man into another dimension. He could have beat that old man to death right there. And there would have been plenty of jackasses patting him on the back because you can't say that word. That word gives me carte blanche to act like a fucking idiot. But the man said, I was raised with dignity and respect. I don't act like that. And that's what he's teaching his boy. That's what more of these boys need to see, how to check your fucking emotions and not get all mad and beat up or shoot somebody for a minor infraction. MyGreenGear.com. Anderson Moppet 2, thank you, Jericho. How can we defeat China in the long term? Whew. I would say do what Trump was doing. It has to be financial because they don't want to go toe to toe. I don't give a damn. Now, if they keep this social rot going inside of the military, they might have a chance in a little while. But today, military to military, there ain't a military in the world that can fuck with us. Not even close. China, whoever. Where are we going to fight? We ain't going to fight here. We ain't going to fight in America. You ain't taking over America. We got 325 million people, and we got 600 and some million guns. So that means every single American, I don't care if you're an infant, here, baby, you get a gun. Give you a little Walther P-32 or something. A little Derringer. We got a gun for you, baby. Oh, babies got guns in America. The shit hits the fan, everybody got a strap. Everybody got two. Here's two guns, baby. So I don't think militarily it'll come to that. But if it did, I think we'd kick China's ass for sure. I'm not saying it'd be a breeze. It ain't going to be like what we did to Saddam in 1990, but we would win. But how to defeat them, it has to be in the financial arena. Tariffs, taking away their business partners, making it unattractive to do business with China. American production, American products. That would be a good way to defeat China instead of everything coming from China. I think that'd be a great start to defeating China in the long run. Kai Johnson from the UK. Did you see the Ayanna Rollins arrest? Complete opposite of how you handle things. I'm sure. She's probably a loudmouth fucking ratchet skank. That's how you get thrown on the hood of a car or the ground. I've told that story before, where I saw a girl at a club. She would not, guys, when I tell you she wouldn't shut the fuck up, she would not shut the oh my God, that's the most annoying shit in the world. That makes me angry. Fuck you, bitch. Now, bitch, fuck. Shit. The cop, ma'am. That's it. Enough ma'ams. He cuffed her ass. He grabbed her. Had her hands behind her back. He grabbed her hands, and I don't know if he grabbed the back of her dress, like where your belt loop would be, but he lifted her ass up and acquainted her with that hood. He said, hood, face, hood. Blam, fucking cuff, and stuff that loud ass bitch. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I was so glad when he did that. People cheered when he threw her ass in the car. That's how annoying she was. You ever a little around your ear? That's what she was. IWD, thanks for the twomp. After the U.S. pulled out of Vietnam, causing 2 million casualties, China invaded and lost 3 weeks later. Indian soldiers routinely defeat 20 times their number in Chinese troops and steal their laptops. Well, total paper tiger. I believe that. I don't believe. I believe that when you're a dictator or a communist regime, whatever you want to call China, when you have millions of your people starving, I don't believe that you have a diehard, ride or die, anything goes military. I think that's their family and those people who are also starving. And I think given a better option, they will drop their guns and flip the Chinese bird to them in a hot minute. I think they are very selective in the footage they show with these people breaking bricks on their forehead and shit and all that bullshit. I think it's like it was for the Olympics. That wasn't the real China. Real China was behind the facade, was behind the billboards that they put up. When you have a population like that you're totally shitting on, they're living in poverty and starving, I think that's reflected in your military. I think a lot of them would throw down their guns and be like, I ain't dying for this shit. China's huge financially. You know, they got a lot of money and they're building shit and building up their military. But if you don't got nobody to drive those boats or those tanks or pull those triggers, you ain't shit. You just got a bunch of expensive paperweights laying around. And I firmly believe, toe to toe, we will fuck China up. We will fuck up any military. There are countries that could get together in groups and will fuck you up. We will fuck up all of Europe together, all of you. Get together, get all your militaries together and line them up. We will crush you. We will crush Asia. We will crush military to military will crush the Middle East. But the insurgents and the guerrilla warfare, that shit gets tough. But military to military, we will bitch slap any. We spend a lot of money on our defense for a reason. Some may say we spend too much. But there isn't a military on the planet who could fuck with us. Because if there were, they would have. But there isn't, so they can't. I remember as a kid, I was in like 5th grade. We slapped up Saddam Hussein in 3 weeks. We whooped his ass before our Christmas break was over. Reina Gonzalez. Preach on, Mr. Jericho. God bless you. Right back at you, miss. I sure appreciate that. See, Reina is a good person. Let's talk about a bad person, shall we? Like, who is one of the top 3 worst American citizens in history? I'll give you a hint. She loves vodka. Her husband's a crooked piece of shit. And she got some big old liver-spotted titties. Like my dad would say, I'll give you 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count. You got it. She just touched down in her favorite place to be. China. Nancy David Lopan, the liver-spotted demon, that gargoyle who sits atop skyscrapers encased in concrete until nightfall. She just touched down in her favorite place, in her boss's homeland. China. She's in Taiwan. Now, China was talking a lot of shit. We're going to respond. We're going to do this. And you're playing with fire and blah, blah, blah. But they didn't do anything. Now, they're taking this as an affront because we're backing Taiwan and they want to absorb Taiwan into China. They don't want them to be a free state. So us going there and showing support for Taiwan is not showing support for them. And they said that they're going to have their jets flying and they're flying over Taiwanese waters or some shit. Look, China ain't going to do nothing. Because if they were, they would have done something. And what are they going to do? Are you going to hit us with tariffs or something? I guess you can do what you want. But you're going to shoot her plane down? Like, what the fuck are you going to do? That would be an act of war. We would be at war by tomorrow. What are you going to do? Nothing. So I think they're just talking a bunch of shit. They could still do something. She's still there. Or she could even, or they could do something after she leaves. I mean, they still can do something. But the longer they wait, the weaker they look. The more empty their words look. IWD, thanks for another twomp. Says the danger with China is that they have the oldest bureaucracy on earth, one that specializes in destroying foreign hyperpowers by burying them in debt and immigration crisis. Very true. That's how they beat the Mongols eventually. Yeah, I agree 100%. And they seem to be doing that. They're doing exactly that, burying them in debt and immigration crises. Yes, that's exactly what they're doing. You got Berkeley saying we don't want no more Chinese kids. So that is what they're doing. And I'm not saying they can't. I hope to God they don't, because I'm here. But I'm just saying it won't be militarily. And if you and I know this in this comment section, then the federal government has to know. DC has to know. So why are they not doing anything about that? I mean, I thought this before. I thought this when I was younger. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe I'm not seeing the bigger picture. Maybe this would cause some really bad shit. But what if we told China, no, we're not paying your debt. Fuck you. We're enemies. You're number 2. We're number 1. You want our spot. You hate us. Fuck you. You gave us SARS. You gave us swine flu. You gave us COVID. Fuck off. You killed almost 1 million Americans with your bullshit. Eat a dick, China. What would they do? Would they declare war on us? Will they try to destabilize our currency like they're already doing with Russia? So what could they do? What would they do? Tell me. I'm sure there's some smarter people in here than I am. But what would they do if we did? If we just said, no, we ain't paying you. You're clearly our enemy. You poisoned our people and killed Americans with your bullshit sweet and sour sniffles. Fuck off. What are they going to do? Rob S., thank you. He says supporting. That's it. Rob is a man of few words. Well, thank you, Rob. What would they do? Dwight Chenoweth, he says most of American drugs are from China, which is stupid. Why the fuck are we allowing our enemy to make our medication? That sounds retarded to me. Oh, we hate each other. Here, man. Why don't you make something I'm going to put in my body? The fuck? That's dumb. That doesn't make any sense. Or letting them buy up farmland here or property. You can't even buy no property here. Nothing. You're an enemy. I don't get it, man. That don't make no sense to me. Or you're our enemy? Yeah, here, man. Here's all our most intimate secrets and our most fertile farmland. And can we borrow some more money, please? Fuck. I don't get it. I don't get it. They're our enemy. Why are we letting you make shit for us? You stay over there. We stay over here. Fuck you. You're in bed with our other enemy. Mandy Westcott, I know. But Mandy Westcott says they have the U.S. by the balls. But why do we willingly place our scrotum in their grip? We said, oh, here, is that your hand, China? Come here. Zzz. There we go. Right. You got us by the balls, China. Be nice. What the fuck? That's so stupid. That just doesn't make sense to me. Like, fuck, that's our fucking enemy. You can't have nothing. I ain't paying you nothing. What you gonna do? We paid in American lives. We paid in 800,000 plus dead people from your bullshit sweet and sour sniffles. We're even. As a matter of fact, you owe us. Robert G., thank you. A lot of it's corporate greed, for sure. Most of it. The overwhelming majority of it. My goodness, man. That's just fucking weird to me. Oh, you hate me? Cool, here you go. Fucking dum-dum. My goodness. But they got her now. Nancy's home. She's but a stone's throw from the corporate office because you know China has their hands way up her ass. Her husband too. They say you don't get in politics to make money. I don't know. A decent person wouldn't, but these fuckers do. But they talked a lot of shit, but they haven't done anything yet. Exactly. Who said that? Come on. Yeah, bring back jobs to America. Because if they're not making it in China, they got to make it somewhere. Why not here? Why not make it inviting for countries to make shit here? I know slave labor is cheap, but in order to save our country, maybe we shouldn't deal in that anymore. Because China, yeah, like he said, they've been at it, like IWD said, they've been at it for a long time. They got it down to a fucking science, and they will wait us out. That will be their greatest prize. Their greatest conquest will be America. And only because America bent over, America's elected officials, America's government bent over and let them do it. Damn, China ain't gonna put no lube on it? Ah! The only reason they're able to do that shit is because we let them. We helped them. The Chinese CIA, thank you, IWD, again. The Chinese CIA owns most of the world banks. That's why our leaders are so cowardly. But that's great because in war, we could bust up the world banks as enemy assets. Woke finance is a literal weapon. If we use it that, if they're willing to do that. They're in bed with these fools. Maybe they want to see our demise just as much as they do. Bunch of fucking wimps, man. They don't care because either way, whether we win or lose, they're in power. And maybe China promised them, oh yeah, don't you worry, crooked American politician. When we're in power and we take you over, we will take care of you, just like we take care of LeBron. Doubt that. They'd have more respect for us, fighting for our country, defending it, Red Dawn style. They'd have more respect for us than you fucking quislings, you capitulators. Rance and Shan, thank you. The left, reparations for slavery because slavery was bad. Also the left. We can't deny our foreign masters who engage in slavery. That's right. Right now, our slavery was hundreds of years ago. Their slavery still going on. Right now, what time is it? Whenever you watch this video, it's still going on right now. They're scared. They don't say nothing. What about the Uyghur Muslims? Nothing? And then the other day when Biden was on the phone with President Xi, whatever the fuck his name is, when he was on the phone with him for 2 hours, ooh, Biden brought up stuff. Ooh, he brought up stuff in a conversation. Man, way to sock it to him, Joe. You brought it up? Everybody knows every war, every battle, whether an actual war, a Cold War, or whatever, was ended because somebody brought something up. Ooh, fuck. Get him, Joe. Well, he can't get him now because he's 5 days. He has to quarantine again because he's sick again. But when you're done, when you get better, Joe, you get him. All right? When Dr. Jill gives you the green light, says you can go back outside and play, you go get China, okay? You tell him what's up. You bring up some more stuff. That'll teach him. Ooh, bringing it up. Fucking what? China! China! Remember that David Bowie song? China! They love China. China's paying the bills. Wouldn't you love somebody who was paying all your bills? Wouldn't you love somebody who was dumping cash in your bank account all the time? I guess so. Makes sense. They're giving you millions and billions. Yeah, you like them. That's why. Even it's at our expense, but they still like them. Donkey King, thank you. This is why the founding fathers were against banks. I've said this before as well. The founding fathers, they didn't know what the future would hold. They didn't know about technology and all this stuff, but they knew people. They know people. They know people will always be greedy as fuck. They knew that would never change. That's why they were so brilliant. Because they put a plan in place that no matter what happened, no matter how society advanced, we know what you fuckers are going to be about. We know what you greedy little bastards are going to do. Heidi Booth, Little China Girl, is that what it was called? In the video where he went like this. David Bowie, you can't do that. You can't do that now. Good thing you got out of here before this woke shit happened. Because they would have tried to cancel you for that one. He did that shit in the video, you guys. I was like, what? Oh, man, that shit was funny. Speaking of funny, let's end on a good note. Let's end on the left eating itself. Let's end on the left eating two of its biggest dummies. Dummy number one, Beyonce. That's right, her and her goat blood stem cell eating husband Jay-Z. They campaigned for Hillary, don't forget that. And dummy number two, Lizzo. They got in some trouble, guys. How could they get in trouble, Jericho? They're the wokest of the woke. They're hashtagging everything. They're going to all the events. Lizzo had a TV show where she was looking for dancers, and she had a transgender dancer on there. She had a member of the Ku Klux Trans on her show. How could they turn on her? They've done everything. They've checked all the boxes. They've done everything they're supposed to do. So how could they get in trouble? I'll tell you. Because it is so confusing. It is so fucking stupid. Delvin McBain, yeah, that'd be great. But it's so confusing and it's so stupid and it's changing all the time. And wait. Who can't we talk about now? But yesterday I could, but today I can't. Okay, don't talk about them. All right, well, I'll say this about them. And 24 hours later, oh shit, I wasn't supposed to say that. But it's changed. So, but yesterday and last week, but today, it's too much. It's too fucking much. It's too big. It's too bloated. It's gotten out of hand. It's so confusing that your own people can't keep up with it. They can't keep up with the growing list of who we can't offend. Well, apparently, you can't offend, I don't know, anxious people, because Beyonce and Lizzo had to go in and change their lyrics. None the miser, I don't know why you did that to yourself. They had to go back and change their lyrics. These are artists. They're songwriters. This is their artwork. This is their art form. This is their life, their heart, their experiences, and they got to go change them. Why? Because they said the word spaz. That's right. They wrote their lyrics, and in there, they must have said, I'm going to spaz out or something, but apparently spaz is offensive in the UK. Come over here and say that kind of stuff over here in the UK. You can't call me a spaz, you proper wanker. So you can't say that. You can't say spaz? Wasn't there a cartoon or something where a character was named Spaz because he was like always spazzing out? Spaz? Damn. Pretty soon you won't be able to say shit. Their version of the world sucks. They ain't got no good music. They don't have no good entertainment. Their schools are fucked up. Their world sucks. Because you can't say spaz. I don't like that kind of talk over here in the UK. What the fuck? All right, this is hold on a second. Oh, it helps better if you touch the pad. Hold on a second. Oh, here we go. Game intruder. Jericho, please use the mic and say it's a vibe.
Ooh, you know it's a vibe. You gotta watch what you say. When it comes to the woke shit, ooh, it changes all the time. And if you're not up on the latest, vibe, you're gonna get in trouble like Lizzo and Beyonce. You ladies better get with the vibe.
That's right. Rome 13, spaz. That is some weak shit. Why didn't they just say, fuck you, I'm not doing it? No. because they're scared of backlash. Backlash? Don't buy my shit. I don't care. You are going to compromise and change your artwork for these fuckers? You guys are trash. Beyonce and Lizzo are trash. Come after me, Beehive. Can you please call Beyonce and Lizzo in the United States and tell them don't say spaz in the UK? Tell them don't be a couple of cunts. How'd you guys do that? How'd you take that word and make it like an everyday thing? They say that word like the. In America, that word is sick. That's the word. It's so bad we call it the C word. You will not hear an American saying that word in everyday conversation. No way. If you're calling somebody that, usually you're referring to a woman if you say that. And I've said it before because some women have earned it. Some women are cunts. But you see how I pause right there? You would never hear two or more Americans having a conversation and then just, oh, the cunts and don't be a cunt. You're being a real cunt. No, we don't do that. That's like, if you said that, like people who you weren't even talking to will be like, hey, man, like, watch the language. Damn, you got to say the C word? Shit. But if you use the C word, please trust and believe that whoever you're talking to, they'll be like, oh shit, like they understand the gravity of that word. If you say that to, oh, this girl was being, they're like, oh shit, she was a real piece of shit. But not over there. It's, oh, the cunts. Oh, you don't be a cunt. Shout out to my boy Kane. Kai Johnson says, sounds weird hearing Americans say it. Yeah, that's like, ooh, that word is taboo. But I used to work with this dude named Kane from Australia, and I had to tell him, hey man, like we don't say that around here, bro. You gotta fucking slow. Everything was, oh, you're being a cunt, and he's cunts. And I was like, hey, don't be a cunt. I was like, dude, hey, you're gonna get fired. If you walk around saying that word, you are going to get fired. He was like, guys, don't say that. Man, hell no. You bringing out the big guns. Those are what we call fighting words. If you call a woman that to her face, expect her to swing at you and slap you because crikey, you being a real cunt, mate. Look at this. Look at the size of that pigger on that crocodile. Oh, Heidi Boo, thank you. Hey, my Patriots there, you're all going to be okay. Hey, China, I got it right here. Oh. Evil Freak 666, they say that word every day in Philly. Really? Maybe. I don't know, maybe in one of those blue collar rough cities, maybe, but not out these parts. But when you hear a British person say that, like if you were to hear a British person here say that to an American, I don't think we would even take it the same way because it's coming from a British person and we know how you guys mean it. Plus the way it would sound. Oh, you know what? You're being a real cunt. Like it wouldn't have the same effect. Just like if you called an American woman a slag. You know what? You're being a real slag. We don't know what slag is. So it wouldn't have the same effect. Do you guys use JS says, Jericho, you've just about got room on that top shelf for one of those Rippaverse magazines. I'm trying to get a hold of one. Shout out to my man Gabe. And Dave Williams, he's sending me some stuff. Those guys are heavy. They're artists and shit with Rippaverse. And I'm hoping to get some. I definitely throw that shit up there. Hell yeah. Matter of fact, is it Wednesday or Thursday? I'm going to be on Gabe's YouTube channel. So I'm going to talk about that right before I kind of tease it, get you guys to get over there. But for sure, man, as soon as I get one, I'll slap that bitch right up there. Marky Mark, forget about it. Hey, yo, oh, wait. Come here. Come here, you little shit. Game Intruder, thank you. Thanks for showing us a good time, Jericho. You're the best. Hope that your channel grows immensely. You deserve it. I hope so too, Game Intruder. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. With your help, it will. With your help, it will. With my help, he could be the best. Is slag, is that like a real big insult in England? If you call a woman a slag, like, are you going to get slapped? DJ John T, thank you for that super ass sticker. I don't know. Slag. You know what? You're being a real slag. Oh, yeah, Roger W. Let's put another shrimp on the barbie. Let's not. Oh, man, that's so funny. Let's not. Is that racist, Tyler Holt? Oh, man. Is it, I guess being British is a race, right? Or is European the race? I don't know. Yeah, Dino Mike, Ripperverse is awesome, man. We're going to be talking about all that shit when I go on Gabe's platform. Let me look up my... Yeah, Wednesday, me and Gabe El-Tayeb will be on his platform. I think his YouTube channel. We'll be talking about, all that woke bullshit, why those guys separated from DC and everything and decided to do their own thing and what they call it. And it's just a lot of shit. I was talking to him. We're going to talk about a lot of cool shit that has to do with that. Max Bang, thanks for the Hamilton. It says Taiwan on liver spot alert. They are. And there were some people there who didn't want her. You had people there with signs and shit, drawing all kinds of fucked up cartoon, depictions of her and everything. It was hilarious. Some people don't want her ass there either. And I get it, Taiwan. If anybody understands why you wouldn't want Nancy Pelosi, it's America. We get it, guys. We understand. We hope that her plane breaks down, they can't get the parts, and she has to take up residency in Taiwan and you keep her forever. Wouldn't that be something? That'd be beautiful, Taiwan. If you could do us that solid, that would be great. If you could take her in as a Taiwanese citizen, we'd owe you forever. We would owe you forever. You'd have a permanent spot on our Christmas gift list, Taiwan, if you did that. I mean, they were out there like, no, Nancy, get the fuck out of here. We're like, no, Taiwan, keep her, please. Please, Taiwan. If you love us at all, Taiwan, keep her. They're like, nah, we can't do that much of a favor for you. I get it. Well, guys, we're an hour and 38 minutes in. I think we've done all we can do for today. It was beautiful. You were great. I was great. We were great. Talked a lot about good shit. Talked about a lot of good shit. A lot of crazy shit. But the thing is, there'll be more of it tomorrow. There's crazy shit happening right now that we don't even know about yet. And we'll be talking about it mañana. And tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm going to go into when and where with Gabe El-Tayeb. So you guys know where to catch that. We'll be talking. Hold on, write myself a note so I don't forget because I'm over 40. We're going to talk about a lot of shit, bullshit that's coming from the left, of course. How he got started, what he does now, why he does what he does, how he got where he is now, and all other types of stuff. So be there. We'll talk about it here tomorrow. 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Who cares about Central and Mountain? Say it with me, guys. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.